Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, living, amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacaster. Me, your host, and Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, psych, defender of the fatherland, of it, heard everything, and spectacular 2v2 on rails and metals in the north. It is Synthesis and Fire&Terror forming up here. The 21st Panzer is shown holding on the lines as the British Army under Legende and Soma forming up here. The 7th Armored Division Deserats looking to hook around Khan and cut it off from the rest of the German army, but Fire&Terror and Synthesis are having none of that. We got here Soma straight with mobile assault versus Synthesis with Jaeger Armour. We got Legende with commandos, Royal Artillery and Rolling Gears, and Fire&Terror with Storm, assault support, and Jaeger infantry. Mostly infantry with a bit of machine gun, anti-tank gun, and Panther stuff there. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons, supporters, these champions, these heroes who keep the Propagandacast supported with their hard-earned money. Big thanks to all those. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon. You can also just comment or you donate by PayPal. You can, of course, just comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Bell button also help me a lot there, supporting me indirectly by keeping the YouTube algorithms, like, bringing the video out to more people. Anyways, we got Gunny MD42, the Fire&Terror, Synthesis, Gunny MD42. Skirmishing on east side, here's the bridge, all moved up here to try and slow down Synthesis move towards the eastern viewpoint. On the west side here, Fire&Terror's encountering no such resistance here from the British. West side, Soma's taking a slightly steady more approach here. We can see that Synthesis is backing off, not trying to grind himself down against the British. Always very sensible. Typically one of the things you also might keep in mind while finding the British in, as the Wehrmacht is usually like, if they get into a good position early on, you're usually better trying to outflank them, outmaneuver around and grind yourself down, because the British will win those engagements a lot of the time. Vickers for Legende. We all got the Vickers there for Soma. He's all going for fast tech there. We'll have to see what that further develops into. We got Synthesis there with an early sniper to try and beat up the Tommies. Definitely one way of doing it. Fire&Terror is having our net, and we're coming up here for Legende.
New machine gun crew ready and waiting.
Basil flopping around there, playing with something. Punny's caught by the Vickers machine here in the centre. He's having being pushed back, but then full has been cleared out. Centre here gets takes push against the Pioneers. Machine gun far behind, we got Fire&Terror with a very early mortar to bombard those Inselaffen. Those British Schwein, invest coming up here. Going straight here for the Grenadier. Machine making spray back here for Synthesis. Reinforcement hitting, sniper out. British forcemen closer here to Synthesis base. Goes for the section, ground west in front of the Pioneers. Sniper made for Soma. Guess that was what he was rushing for all along. Probably expecting German snipers, since German players will typically go for snipers to try and counter the British. Since again, gunners in before early on tend not to perform well as the sections, due to the sections being effectively bulletproof and really good in cover, and they're very difficult to deal with. So most German players would go to some degree for snipers, since they circumvent all of that jazz. Now that's going up here, no upgrade yet, they can go for it. Section dug in there. Pioneers here, no tech yet for Fire&Terror. Oh, Fire&Terror's taking up, but Synthesis is yet to go there. Can do so now. Section dispatch. Pioneers running down some telemines to cut off any vehicular movements into the west. Section routed here. We got mortar will have Fire&Terror in the German army. Die Granatenwerfer 34. No sign of dog chant from Legend or Fire&Terror. Section there being put. Oh, go straight into the Wasp. Okay, typically not something there, but might just pay off here. Oh, Grenadier squad manages to survive. That's incredibly close there for Synthesis. Really close call there. Grenadiers pulling the medic back up there. Tech down there. Tech on the way there for Synthesis. In the British bases, we got nothing going on there for Legend, and for Synthesis, or for Soma, I mean, all quiet as well. Sniping forwards here for Soma. Ready to catch the German sniper and execute him in cold blood. Sniper holding back here. Section up there.
Universal carrier ready for the off.
Grabbing the eastern point here. Tech almost down there for Synthesis. Fire&Terror's got nothing going on there. Some punches would be good, obviously, at some point. Machine gun range here, very passive. Not a huge fan of that. That's wanting attention, but obviously, they've chosen the wrong time to want attention. Horseman forwards here for Soma. Oh, not for Soma Legend. Looking to burn out some more Huns. Light some Garriers on fire. A similar for Legend. Soma, nothing further on there. Patros the Universal Carrier, but even Legend heavily damaged. Slamming forwards here. Looking to find that German one. We got Fire&Terror with double mortars. Interesting strategic shift here in the early game. Like to make a nice company up there for both Fire&Terror and Synthesis. Actually more or less at the same time. German snipers about to get sniped by the British. Unless someone's not paying attention. There we go. German sniper though escapes. Close one there, and Soma's have to weave back into the shadows here. But there you go. Synthesis is unawares of the British sniper is actually moving it pretty aggressively out in the open. But now Soma's backing up to the presence of the Grenadiers. Inadvertently screening there. Synthesis sniper, good work there as opposed to Fire&Terror didn't do on purpose. Panthers on the walls again, just got it fixed, then Panthers again. I imagine at this point the crew there's gonna need a lot of fresh underwear because whenever you're in the, it's effectively like, fireball waiting to how many keep getting panther fast, you gotta be swallowing yourself. Slamming forward to look to catch that sniper this time around. The Synthesis luck must have run out, and get sniper arm caught there for Synthesis. Pack 40 on the way there for Fire&Terror. Got the 2 9 males flying away there. Both German players, so definitely I think need some more infantry though. He's like only fighting on the eastern fuel victory point here. Can't get the fuel point there. British forces under Legend and Soma definitely keeping that one out of German hands. We got a Royal Artillery here for Legend. Coming up, of course, likely for the Valentine tank and other fun stuff. Disclaimer, fun means fun for the British. Telemine down here for Synthesis on the road. I think that's too defensive and also in current situation also a bit too ambitious. Again, I think they need more infantry and I think they're trying to outmaneuver the allies at the moment here. Need more pressure victors on machine being hammered over the Wasp. We got better one on that one. 5 kills so far, very good. Further pressure on the Germans. The lines are crumbling under sustained British assault here. That's the 21st Panzer Group trying to deflect the British advance. The AC flying back. Pack 40 there ready. Synthesis with the Pack 40 as well. Still short in infantry. Fire&Terror, the only player currently without a doctrine. They had a 6-pounder gun and a new sniper here for Soma, having lost his own sniper. Possibly to a mortar hit or something else, I imagine. No, not a mortar, but something definitely got the sniper, then I missed it. What a shame. 2 9 maps again does give Fire&Terror some nice artillery support there. Can be used, of course, on Bob. Can also use his smoke screens for devastating effective use properly. I'm coming westward to try and swallow up the British advance that prevent them from getting to the fuel point. The victory point wise, they're definitely in the process of beating out the Germans. We see in the Sydney game the Pioneers there. Got the Pack 40 out there for Synthesis. Then comes the section. Second's out for Soma. Legend's got the offs out. Not bad at all. And Fire&Terror commits to the final doctrine. It is Storm Doctrine with ambush training, Regals, smoke bombs, light howitzers. The Stuka bombing strike has a few things from the Jaeger, which also has Regals and the Stuka bombing strike, though. Air reconnaissance, spotting scopes, and the Jaeger are the elephant there. Going to regret the section on the east. Mortar holding up here. Panzers there for Fire&Terror, finally going for the 3rd Infantry Squad. 2 thumbs up there. Basil trying to get into his box, but the box is denying him access. He's had enough of his tyranny and is refusing this frustrating feline entry. But finally Basil managed to force the entry open and enter his cardboard-like domicile. Armour coverage can deal with the troops here in the centre. We've got Pioneers being scorched here with the Wasp. Taking me up, backed up with the sniper. He was waiting for a German sniper. This time around, no German sniper to wait out there. I wonder if he's doing that because he's expecting a German sniper, because he thought he lost his own sniper to counter sniper. Certainly some possibilities there. Armour cover getting knocked out with the AC. Which himself turns about getting knocked for the Pack 4. He's got bunker in the officer. The officer narrowly gets away there, but Lewis drops dead as he gets shredded by the bomb grenade there. Mortified continue to lay down heavy artillery fire there against all the allies in the centre. A brutal brawl here, and there goes sniper spotted and routed. Soma, I think, is on the ability to take up for armour in the German bases. Both, I think, are capable of going for it as well. We got an info by on the Synthesis. There's so far no sign of armor tech either for the Germans yet. Oh. Spoke too soon, so Palmer got there for East Tier 3 being researched here by Fire&Terror. I don't know if that's going to be a problem. Quite assume it is, but we shall see. And then before Thomas done there for synthesis, Armored Car nuclear repairs. Morton, that's, what's that a Morton placement as the buffers? Oh, the way, and placement they consider brilliantly by Soma, but decides against it. Bring up the eastern side here, where the Allied lines have slacked off a bit here. Synthesis is quick to exploit any weakness by the British. Going for Panther as well there, 2 thumbs up to Synthesis. Ambush camouflage on the Panzer Grenadier, very good. Mortar stayed advanced, but there you go. Artillery called in to silence that German mortar. Tech there on the way for Soma, very good. Legend meanwhile remains a bit more hesitant in the armor tech department. Section routed here. Got 6.4, we've got Bren guns, even on the officer there. Tally ho, chaps, look at me. I've got a Bren gun. Can't I use it, Lieutenant? No. Ralph, last time you got a light machine gun, you almost shot the King's head off. That was doing parade with blanks. It's still a mystery to Army headquarters how you almost managed that anyways. Almost got this armoured car here in the centre at Germans being forced to punch green by the sniper. He actually went for a sniper again. Oh, that's actually fine. Not synthesis. And there you go. He did go for counter sniper. British sniper, but didn't counter sniper there again. He thought there was no counter sniper. Then, of course, exactly what Fire&Terror was thinking. He was going to lull him into a false sense of security, and then he strikes. Leaving Soma going, bloody hell. I knew there was a sniper. And now he's going for a third sniper. Good lord. Groundless and Palmer Grenadiers. We got air continuing from Synthesis and the east side. We got Gunners being hampered, rafting it off here. Almost wiping the entire section, only one man alive there. Brutal stuff there. Legend is yet to take up. Soma meanwhile can soon push for Cromwell. Cancel the Pan's going for Tier 3 again, still nothing there from Synthesis. Wasp burning away, they're very, very close for Tier 2. Bound grenade down the Vickers. Not a bad throw there, and poor Jerry there got blown to bits. Wasp burning at the punch was getting the Tier 2. AC firing away, Synthesis continues the heavy fighting between the Germans and the Allies as the 7th Armoured Division refused to give up here. Of course, the 21st Panzer Division is pretty relentless as well here. Got the fuel point secure team that was falling back here. Ballsy push here for Synthesis, but clearly panned out there for Deutschland. Fire&Terror there's got Tier 4 on the way cooking, and Synthesis meanwhile is yet to take up at all there. So, we'll have to see what Fire&Terror is planning from his Tier 4. Sniper for Legend as well. Now it's Soma decides not to go for now. Ha! Lots of sniper mine games there, fielding. And a lot of snipers in general. More function drain down here from Fire&Terror's 2 mortars. 2 and 2 kills. Western Point grab with the sappers. Got 438 versus 338. Quite on the German bases. Tier 4 almost done there for Fire&Terror. Panzer's moving out, backed up by the sniper there. Legend sniper is ready. Perhaps he goes to the Valentine tank. Should almost figure he does, considering that you know how this is going, but at this point I wouldn't put it past me just to decide, you know what, he doesn't need it anyways. He definitely should move him taking upwards. Soma there with the Cromwell already. First medium tank on the field is British. Obviously they're halted by the infantry and routed. No way forwards past that. Crom rushing forwards here. Tank commander ready. Cup of tea ready. Down below. Synthesis continuing to float resources and is only now taking up there. Only now taking up. At least he is taking up. Sniper with 2 kills. Crom on the west side here. Panzer the ambush going for Panzer Shakes, hoping to surprise any British Panzer with some Panzer Shakes. Not a huge fan of it, but obviously it makes sense here. More firing down here on Legend positions by the eastern victory point, looking a bit exposed to Cromwell forwards here. Panzer there lost half of the team, though they got the Panzer Shakes almost ready. Sappers moving forward, machine covering up. He's not dealing with the mines. Oh, whoops, I think that's a bit of a mistake there by Soma. Sniper there ready, gets a third kill. Sniper's busy on the east side here, killing off Germans, getting killed on the Grenadiers. Pack 40 and Morgan's moving forwards here. Patrick Pack 40 ready, that's going to dissuade, I think, so much of it, pushing ahead here. You can't even infiltrate command since the building is occupied by a machine gun team. You could throw it on the smoke shell here, almost right with the Panzer Grenadiers actually with that shot. Close shave, not quite. Meanwhile, on the east side here, Synthesis claim this for the glory of Deutschland. He is also going for tier 4, and Fire&Terror is yet to build his heavy panzer core. So I'm not entirely sure what he's planning here. Either Sturmpanzer or Panthers. I think he'd rush it out there to get up with Panzerwerfer. You see they're getting Panzerfaustet, suffering significant engine damage, and we got an emplacement from Legend, mortar emplacement. Nothing further in terms of tech for Legend, and still no sign of the Valentine tank either, so I'm not entirely sure what he's planning here, but he's to make up his mind soon. And mortar emplacement on the cancelled, or gone, whatever the case, that's not getting finished. Back to Fire&Terror's base, we can see the signs of the heavy panzer corps. We got another mortar emplacement against here by Legend. West side here, the assault goes forward, got smoking off here. Sniper routed in the face of the British tank. Good Lord, Terran, step on it. We can get that Jerry bastard and send him back to Jerryland. Don't you mean Germany? Shut up, Ralph. Smoke off there, very nice. Firing down here, machine gun taking that, but it will escape. Or will it? So left the wrong door there. Almost swapped out here. In fact, Pack 40 up there. Crom's about to get knocked out here. Lacking support there. Not too great with the command squad. The round. Lost the Cromwell, but brings out the machine gun. That could be something there. Fire&Terror gun for the Sturmpanzer field. Also firing down here. Precision getting absolutely pummeled. Information. Command pushing force there. Light gun bomb off here. Panzer community as well. They take further heavy damage there. Got Pack crew exterminated. The commanders, though, are receiving heavy return fire here from Fire&Terror's men, avenging their fallen comrades. Land matches for Soma, bringing up artillery there. Legend finally taking up this role. Not entirely sure what he's planning, though. Commanders routed, taking too many losses. Section there. Got the mortar as well. Good lord. Not good there for the Germans in the centre. The east side assault from claimed here. But the commandos got executed. Tense fighting there. Mortar plays results ready now here for Legend. Air comes from Synthesis. Nothing further going on there. No something there as well for Legend. Heavy Panzer got there for Synthesis. Going for the Panther. The Panzerkampfwagen 5 and Fire&Terror Sturmpanzer 4 is almost gefechtsbereit. There we go. Adding the pinlock machine gun there. Storming forwards. Again, 358 versus 316. Holding up here in the centre, establishing a fresh defensive line the Germans had to fill themselves into if they want to make any progress. Panzer catching a significant gap in that defensive line and could clear out the entertaining. Panzer's almost down for Synthesis.
They're trying to take it.
Sniper creeping ahead here, scouting it out of the main force. Sturmpanzer moving in there. Get a bit darker here for Legend around the centre. Machine gun there cleared out. But there, land matches firing. Sturmpanzer the post through to officer. Team all this almost externally. It needs to be hammered. Rockets screeching away there. Trees shattering, squirrels sent to squirrel hell. Follow their squirrel sins against the squirrel god. You see there, though, flanking the Sturmpanzer could have mobilized. That's going to be a huge blow here too. To Fire&Terror. Oh dear, barely did anything, and then the British Army knocked it out. A stinging blow to the 21st punch from there. Go caught with the punch Jaegers. The AC narrowly managed to throw down the smoke, avoiding getting pummeled there by two 88mm Panzer Strike rockets. Panther pushing forward to catch the anti-tank and intense fighting. Heavy losses and swift exchanges of blood and death on both sides. Panther not enough initiative. The machine gun needs more support for sure. Got the 6-pounder gun there, denying it to the British. Firefly though for Legend. Soma. No Soma's PlayStation there from either of them. Panther caught by the Vickers, close to the approaching their fleet, trying to get back the northern fuel pond there from the Tommies. In the south, Vickers, they're pointing in the wrong direction. Got a Bren gun left behind, of all things. One kill on the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Well, obviously the Fire&Terror goes for next. We'll go for a Panther Zone, another Sturmpanzer, Panzerwerfer. Who knows? Panther moving forward, crushing the cover and the machine crew, they're easily exposed. That seems to run over some fellow there. Morton placement there with 3 kills so far. Down from the west side. Howitzer Fire&Terror, that's definitely also another way to look at the issue. Baker's routed 5 almost done there for Legend. Soma floating a ton of manpower, I just realized. 1,000 manpower. Like, build some fuel caches, man, or call in some more commandos, but don't float 1,000 manpower. That's just silly. AC moving forwards here for Legend. Machine gun there firing away. 6 pounder gun rally. Officer moving forwards, they're backed up with a sniper. Another sniper. That's a killer. Not another one necessarily. So we got a sniper for Synth as well. But even now, Soma, the only player without a sniper here. This needs to be quite the sniper mess. Telecalling in the center here. Soma continues to float an abundance of manpower. Really, build a fuel cache. Build 2, in fact. He would easily assist him, his teammate, get up more armor. At least we get some commanders out of here for Soma. That is something. Certainly better than nothing. 2 on the way there for Synthesis. Probably used to get spotted with the spotting scopes. And a bit dinged up, but there goes shattering cover like. Just flying away there, and he is trying to take it out there with the howitzer. Firefighter going for the Panther, heavy damage to the Panther, and Synthesis are here, a strong chance of losing it. Mobile velocity, there goes smoke screen called in by Fire&Terror, and a fervent attempt to save his teammate's Panther. Oh, they keep miss. Oh, they missed. The Panther might just escape, but it's probably not going to work out. There we go, they're pushing into the smoke. They shot bounced. Can the Firefly finish it off here? Ah, Panther somehow survives that. Gott im Himmel. Step on it, Ludwig. I don't want to die like this. And the Panther is down. On the other hand, he might get the Firefly, but that's not going to be... Oh, it got abandoned. 6 pen wing forward, not much going on. I think there's too much going on the west side here. Heavy fighting commanders routed. Soma still floating a lot of manpower. Could still consider going for fuel caches. Firefly for the Panther, I suppose, at least lessens the blow there for Synthesis. It's not a great trade, but, you know, it could be worse. Oh! Taking out the AC. It is being hammered. There's the push forwards. No mercy here from Legend. Showing the tank gun. Got a Firefly for Soma now. Legend just got right what's going on there. Fix up the water emplacement. We got 320 damage on 33. Got the 2-2 was the AC. Got another machine in there for Fire&Terror. 24's in healing. We'll have to see what they're both planning next. Fire&Terror might be going for Panther here now. The Panzerkampfwagen 5 of his own. Machine flying away here for Soma. Punchy X-Wing hit the close 22. Takes the court. Machine flying away there.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Water in trouble. Got the Western Field Balloon in neutral. Good work there by the British.
Enemy causing trouble. Trying to take one.
That said, they're starting to take some rather more aggressive trades, which is honestly favouring the Germans to keep it up at this pace, to be honest, since now the Germans actually had a lot before, so something you need to keep in mind over them. Also emplacement silenced by German artillery fire. AC almost taken out. Sniper hiding out there. Bakers keeps blazing away. The still one's picked up a Bren gun. Hammer tactics there for Legend. And hammer tactics for Soma. Counter the Fireflies. They're both going to push for Comet Snipers. The Germans, not a bad idea. Fire&Terror is going there for the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. And Synthesis could possibly be planning a Panther of its own as well again. In which case we might be looking at a Panther versus Comet match here. Panther moving forwards. Fire&Terror being a stout believer, by the way, in that the best choice to fight a Comet is actually a Panther. So Big Ass certainly provide his input there. Ooh, we got a Stuka bombing strike here from Fire&Terror. The Jaeger trumpet signing off. On the support position here by the center victory point. Oh, the Sabbath as well! Oh, God, Lord, talk about Jackpot! Got him! Himmel! Wow! Sappers, machine gun, and mortar. All dead for 200 munitions. Talk about value. Panthers was up there for Fire&Terror. I mean, they really gutted Soma there. And he still got some support weapons, but he lost a lot there. That was a hell of a bombing strike there.
Not let up. The enemy still has 300
Sentinels can soon go for a Panther of his own. Soma is going for a Comet plus a machine gun. Second right here, section right in the Pentagon leaves. We've got the Panther force there. Shoots the building and causes it to collapse. Structural integrity is finally failed, so we have to grab the Brennan gun. Nope, not grabbing it. Got a Gammon bomb off into the trench here. If Synthesis unpenting, could actually take some losses. Did take some damage. Land matches firing here from Soma, though I'm not entirely sure where to find blindly to run Sentencing. Hoping there's a lot of Germans. Problem is there aren't. There you go, take some hits on the machine gun there behind the cover. Comet almost down there for Soma, Legend himself away from a Comet. Synthesis there could go for Panther. He might also be planning an Elephant here, though I think an Elephant here would be, I don't know, kind of points. Telemann goes off there, taking out the AC. Leaving Legend a bit blind there and suddenly further depleted of units. More sections there for Legend. Panther is on the way for Synthesis. There's going to be 2 Panthers then. Got 261 and 224 victory points. White's still pretty close, but the British are starting to take some more unfortunate casualties there. Panzer there for Fire&Terror, adding some more to the howitzer. He's also lost both mortars now, obviously. Machine gun on the British there. Oh, we do have a mortar as well here for Mr. Synthesis, though I think that is one he actually grabbed from Fire&Terror. The armored car expired here. Panther's good to go. Comet ready here for Soma and the British Army. Legend's close to the Panther, or the Comet I mean, but not quite there yet either. Panther's almost down there for Synthesis. Going on the west side here to assist, not bad. Then he's been off pack 40s. Could fire smoke shell if he had munitions. There you go, caught by the pack 40, punching straight through. Second Panther out there. And we got the first Panther under fire, trying to flank the Comet. Very good there. Already though, Soma of course quick sees this, quick response to the Comet, bringing trying to get it out safely, while keeping the front towards the where the Panthers like to attack from. Quick response there. Machine gun is in trouble. Commanders I think are also in trouble. There you go. Comet's in there. Lucky Fire&Terror X-Man somehow hit partly bounce from the rearmor. There you go. The shot went through, damaging the Panther significantly. East side he jumped into the force of the Panther there. Fuel cache out for Synthesis as well. The system is teammates. Infantry risk being crushed by the Panther. Got a full retreat here from Legend, except for the machine crew, which apparently got left behind. Firefly on the way for Legend again. 200 versus 224. Panthers rolling ahead here for Deutschland. Far up north here, fixing up the Panther there. Machine holding up here. Firefly almost done there for Legend. Coming in the shoots and misses. Landmass providing here around the western victory point, not doing a ton of damage there. Mostly winning the paint job of the Panther. Panther reinforced here for Fire&Terror. Pioneer's almost done there for Fire&Terror to just repair his stuff. We saw the big push by Legend looking to reclaim the eastern field point, the victory point here. But Synthesis is well dug in, got machines, got the Panther, of course also has the mortar. But the mortar's not on the front line, definitely whatever the case is, not intended to allow Legend easy passage. Get it from the Firefly there, but like the two rockets can't finish that much more either. It's now with 12 kills here. In the center here we got someone trying to break through, but Fire&Terror there's putting up safe resistance. Ground machine in here under Soma's nose. There's Comet trying to put a stop to that heist. And the east side here, Legend continues just to duke it out there with Synthesis, but it's not making much fast progress. Got 132 versus 124. And there we go. Incendiary armor piercing rounds. 2 thumbs up the synthesis. Such great ability and really just decimating Legend's infantry. They're taking incredible amounts of damage, dropping fast there. But we've got the sniper there trying to get hard there. We've got the covering up there. Putting pressure here on synthesis. Of course, this could simply fire technique just make a push across the front there elsewhere and push back the allies overall. Comet there also running to the top of pack 40s and taking heavy damage, like to Panther and the Comet. Over the case though, that Comet is not going anywhere. That kit tripling forcing healing. Land matches for Soma. More rocket artillery. They're going to snipe again for synthesis. West side here before to against the British. Nice little smoke screen there. Machine can just reposition though. You could also see perhaps support from other units. Hunter barrage off here from Fire&Terror. Doing some light damage. Not enough to deter the British. That's it. British forces are running our victory points fast. The assault here to encircle Khan has failed in the face of stiff resistance of the 21st Battalion. It looks like they could of course still pull off a surprise twist here, but I think chance of that one with the current state of victory points is very, very low. There you go, Legend drops out, at which point the match is over. So there you go, GG, game over. A loss here for the British, a victory for the Germans. So good play with the Germans, good handling of the map, good use of tactics, good use of supporting weapons. Could have done some more smoking for the mortars, but I think handled things over there. And what the British saying, I think also handled well. I think at the time they sort of dropped the ball. In particular, Soma could have used his manpower much more aggressively. And there's also, I think, some issues there with insufficient infantry at times, and thus an inability to like push ahead when they could actually push ahead. And certainly Legend could also take that fast and go for armor fast. So there's definitely some issues there, I think, for the British, which hampered them, slowed them down, and made it much easier for the Germans to stabilise and push back against the British. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on the tell friends, tell family, do channel me. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.